Okay now.
G'day viewers, welcome to another super cool, super helpful repair video from the Goat Shed, located in Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Now today we present to you Gottliebs Ice Show. This is the Adaball version of Gottliebs Ice Review. Now it's not often we get Adaball games in the Goat Shed because we've mentioned this before. They were never, ever imported in to the country. As everyone knows, these were made for gambling laws, to overcome gambling laws in various states in the United States. And oddly enough, one of those states was the very state that the things were made in, Illinois. Needless to say, we've got it. Now, it's Friday the 9th of May here, 2025. It's 16 degrees Celsius outside, which is 60.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, Ice Show was made in December 1965. Model number 221. There were 2,050 of these made, according to the IPDB. Now, this was, interestingly enough, made by Krinsky, designed by Krinsky. So this would have been around about the time where Wayne Nyans had changed positions in Gottlieb and Krinsky came on board. And the art was by Roy Parker. And surely this was up around Parker's last art. I think this has occurred once before in a game because I'm pretty sure he died in about 65. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm right. Now this thing has back glass animation where you have to get the skiers, oh not the skiers, the skaters lit up and things like that. The machine made previous to this was Masquerade, and after this was Central Park. So Central Park, of course, was made in 65, and as this came out in December, Central Park 65 too, isn't it? Or 66?
66.
Yeah, rightio. All right.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is the game we've spoken about. We've shown you pictures of it before. It's had to have the cabinet repaired because the customer transported it in a pickup truck and he left the head on. And guess what? Travelling up the motorway from Sydney, where he comes from, it ripped the head clean off it.
Just the wind resistance ripped it straight off.
Straight off, yeah. So it damaged...
And the base of the head as well.
That's
took it straight off.
Straight off the neck, everything just went. He was really lucky the back glass didn't break.
But our cabinet maker worked wonders.
Yeah, he's fixed it all up. So we've got it back. We'd already done all the mechanisms and we're now excited to get it going.
And
so
the owner wasn't real sure about getting the pattern done.
Yeah,
so he's thinking about doing it himself.
Yeah, there's no pattern on the machine at the moment on the side. It's just all been painted and webbing done on it.
But it still looks very nice.
So as usual, we've painted the top arch up there where Spanky's standing.
Yeah, we've done the wood.
The playfield's come up exceptionally nice. Yeah, all the wood's been done, of course. All this. Unfortunately, there's these marks in here. Can't do much about those.
Yeah.
But the guy will be excited to get it going. Now,
we've only just turned it on.
We've just turned it on to have it lit up. And it's counted up to 5 balls, which is a good sign. And now we're just going to test it and see what we can find wrong with it.
The way that it works is that when you get the lane adjacent to the pop bumper, that should light. And as you can see, the 2 score wheels are moving at once. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see what do we got there.
So it's obvious that the 9 switch is stuck on the 10 score wheel.
All right. So that's the first thing we're going to have to look at. That's no good. Well, it's good for the player.
Yeah, these 2 lights here are out, so that's nothing. And you see when you get all the top lanes out, you get a free ball.
And that's what that pop was, an extra ball. Yeah, so we're now up to 6 balls.
And on the credit machine, you will get a free game instead of a free ball. Right.
Of course. Yeah, there's no replay.
And if I remember how this works, when you get out the 1 to 6 on the playfield targets, you should get a free ball as well.
All right, let's try that.
Oh, we just got one. I must have got a game on points. A free ball on points. Because, of course, the points are going erratic. Oh, it goes up every 1,000 you get a free ball. So we should get another one now. Oh, we're killing it.
Got 10 balls. So we've got to fix that. So can everyone see what the problem is?
So once we got the 1 to 6 out and gave us a free ball, it resets.
Yep. Yep.
And plus you can get the 1 to 6 down the top, the out lanes.
Now this thing with the holes here intrigues me. This is, we've got 200 points now. So if they're even, so if we land in there, we should get 200.
Which we don't get.
We didn't get anything.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's just not heavy enough. Oh, see, it alternates.
Yeah, so you're on 200.
So I should pay 200 now. No, okay.
I only paid 100.
So it goes up like this one here should pay 100. That should pay 300.
But it's only paying 100.
That's okay. We'll fix that.
All right, we're going to have a look at that too. So there's 2 things we need to look at.
And just a few lights are not working.
And some lights and so on.
We still got to see where we're at game overs and stuff like that.
Yeah, all right. So we've got 10 balls to play. That's a bit of a nuisance.
Well, yeah.
Let's drain the ball and see if we do get a game over.
Yeah, we'll get a ball.
I call at-a-ball games the endless game of pinball. 10 balls.
Well, that looks promising. Get some points.
Very promising.
While you're there, Kim, see if that flipper works.
The which one?
See if the flippers work.
Yeah, right.
We
Yeah.
Can't really get
to that one.
It doesn't work.
All right. This is fun.
Yeah.
I wonder if you don't score any points, does it still deduct a ball? Yeah, it does. Well, that's good. It's over going ding, ding, ding. We haven't got the ball shooter in this at the moment either.
No.
Got to put that in. Well, we're getting close.
Well, at least it's lifting the ball.
Good news is the ball elevator works.
Right, now hopefully it should game over.
And it did.
Very nice.
My complaint is we didn't get a match, but that doesn't happen on at-a-balls, does it?
No. Backglass is reasonable for its age. It's original.
Yeah. All right, so we've got to look at the scoring issue.
Yep.
And that scoring issue that we're in may have something to do with this problem and the holes.
Overall, we're pretty happy with just a startup to see what was wrong with it. It's just basic normal
Yeah,
thing.
it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Normally we've got to dig deep into it and major problems. Like this one's. So that's what happens when you go through every unit to start with. You don't have massive problems. You've got to do it properly to start with. Rebuild everything.
What do we say, viewers? Do it once. Do it right.
Right, we'll get into those issues.
Indeed, we will. All right. Here's what that problem was with the 10-point scoring 100. Graham's just pointing to the...
That switch was permanently closed.
And that's the 9 carryover switch.
Yeah, so with the actual cam runner there, that was actually bent near a 45-degree angle.
Oh, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Which was pushing the 2 switches together permanently. So I had to actually take the score reel off, take the switch out, and actually get the pair of pliers and...
now that's probably our fault. We've probably managed to do that somehow.
Yeah, we missed that somehow.
Because we did overhaul all the score reels. Because these rat traps are really reliable.
We could have bent it when we were putting it back together. Maybe when I put the gear back on the cam back on, it probably buggered something up.
And okay, let's now go and turn it on and see if that's fixed the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so after adjusting that switch, let's find out if it's going to work. We'll get a ball. Whoop, I got one here somewhere. And we'll roll over. Beautiful. That's fixed it. Now I think we've discovered that this here, we thought that wasn't working, but that seems to be working now. So that says 200. So Graham, pop that in. Beautiful.
300.
300.
And then 100.
Okay, so that all works.
Perfect.
Now, what the problem we've got now is...
We've got to adjust the flippers.
We've got got to adjust the flippers. Yep.
We'll check those slingshots. It's not playing any points. That one is. No points there. We'll fix that.
All right, got to fix a little switch. We had a light out on number 5, but we've got trouble with the lights here on the... They're all supposed to come on at the start of the game. So let's have a look at that. We've had a quick look at the schematic, and that's taken care of by the short trip bank on the motorboard.
We've checked their actual lights, and their
the sockets are okay.
the globes are.
So manually reset that trip bank, and we've only got 3 lamps on out of 5.
So because we haven't got no name tags on it, what we're going to do, the ones that are not lit, we're going to trip them, and then we can see which is what. So that one is the number 2. And that one's so them ones there tripped, and they're the ones where the lights are not working, so we've got to...
Okay, so we've probably got a problem with the switches on there.
So we're going to check the switches and of course the lugs to make sure no wires are
Okay,
right.
so we're going to swing that unit up, are we? Or
Yep.
Now remember people, there's wing nuts on the end there, and we can't stress enough how important it is when you put them back to make sure you get it seated correctly. We'll show you that when we put this back down. Here we go, I'll lift that up.
We might need a block of wood under
We'll
that.
need a block of wood under that to keep that up in the air.
I'll go get one.
Probably just barely touching, I'd imagine, the switches in the bank. We'll have a little look in a second.
Yeah.
All right, Graham, we'll just put a block of wood under there just to keep them up. Rightio. He'll fiddle with the switch there, and I'll keep... What are you doing, number 2?
Yeah, well those ones there. So we can have a look at that. So you would assume that it's going to be one of these 2 switches here. So I'll get a little screwdriver.
I can't show you the schematic for this. I've only got a electronic version, and I haven't printed it out.
So we're looking for that light there to work. That light globe there.
All right.
So we might just check that other one next to it. That way we can see which is going to be what. So
the one you're doing now is the one in the middle.
So that's the switch there on number 3. So that's going to be the switch there on number 2. So
Well, you'd assume so, wouldn't you?
you would assume so.
Unless it comes from the other end.
So we've been shortening it, but still could be the sockets. I'm not 100% sure of the sockets, even though we've jumped it. Well, when we've jumped it, it hasn't worked, but it has jumped off the other ones.
All right, let's jump a socket off it and see what goes on, eh?
Yeah, I'll try this other one first. No, nothing on that one either. So honestly, I think we should change the sockets.
Oh, well, let's prove that.
Yeah. Well, I've already have on the...
Yeah, but we weren't fiddling around with the switches, were we?
So that one there. So,
Yeah, that one's going out.
So,
Yep.
so that's got to be that switch there on all of them. And that one there should go out as well now. See? Now that one goes out. So as I said, 9 times out of 10, the lights switches are usually the top ones. So usually when it's tripped, it'll break the switch, and then the bottom one will make another switch will light somewhere else on the playfield usually. Mm-hmm. That's how they work.
Very true. All right, well, let's look into that now. All right, getting back is probably hot wired up with a jumper onto the common there, a wire.
So all lights should be lit
now, but they're not. So what we're going to do, we're
going to jump one up with one that's we know's okay. Okay.
So we've got that alight. So it's pointing toward the fact that there's something wrong.
So we'll go here, and this should be lit, but it's not. And that light,
now it's a light.
So we know it's got power going to it, so the socket is buggered.
So we're going to change those 2 sockets.
So that one's the same.
Okay.
Where it's funny because 10 minutes ago I done the same test and this didn't light. So
we did fiddle around with
we did play around with it.
Switches on the trip bank.
But maybe the oxidisation
They might have had a bit of dirt on them.
Held it together. So,
yeah.
So we'll actually clean the switches on the 2 and the 4 as well.
Again, yeah.
Change
the sockets.
Change the sockets and see how we go.
All right, let's get busy. The other thing we're going to do, viewers, is we've got to adjust the flippers and tighten them. We haven't done that yet, so we'll put new flipper kit in this.
Apart from that, we're pretty happy with the game.
Yeah, that's pretty well going, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, well, we better get our busy. Oh, and we better put the ball shooter in too.
You need that?
Not for home use.
No, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's do that. Well, we've completed the repairs to the lights. Now, we ended up changing all the lamp sockets, as you can see. They're not all the lights, so I'll start the game. But just before I do, I want to point something out. Earlier in the video, I mentioned the correct game ice show, but when I read the statistics out, I'd actually looked at ice review. So Ice Show, the Addaball version, this particular game, was actually made in January 1966, model number 234, and there were only 400 units of this game made, so this is a fairly
pretty rare,
rare game. So let's just start it up now for you. Do a reset. Okay. Now what we've got is we've got all those lights up there working. Yep. How many did we change, Graham? 3.
3 sockets.
Yeah, 3 lamp sockets. Yeah. We actually tried to repair them because we didn't have the exact right ones, but it didn't seem to work well.
So we had to modify.
Now, the machine plays really well. The other problem we had was when we rolled over the top left rollover, that pop bumper light wasn't...
Barely working.
Barely working. It was just a dirty switch on the trip bank on the motorboard. The only other fault we've found with this game, as I'll just show you, is around the back here. For the scoring, someone's done a little bit of a... There's this yellow wire here. Right, well, that's barely touching. So we're going to solder. See what they've done? I just put that jumper wire on there. They've put a... It's a bit dark in there. They've just tied that round. So we're going to put a plug on it. It's a dual plug. We're going to put a proper plug on it to fix it up. So this repair has gone exceptionally well. It's the old story. Do it once, do it right.
Yep.
We've pulled everything apart, all the step units, put them all back together.
Cleaned everything.
Checked.
Replaced any parts that needed.
Yes. So this game has had 15 coil sleeves put in it, 4 snowshoes and 4 springs on the ball count unit, 2 bell plungers, 3 pop bumper bodies, new bodies, an 01M for Mary flipper kit, a rubber kit. I've got 4 guides, so we must have changed the guides, did we, Graham? Those white ones up the top?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
We had to put some rivets in. We used 8.
That's for the runners on the score
8
reels.
rivets for the runners. Oh, the guides were the score reels, not the white ones. Sorry, those yellow ones at the back.
Yeah.
We used 8 rivets on those guides. We used put a new barrel spring on. There, one of those.
Yep.
And we put 3.
Actually, we put a new surround on it too, Kim.
Oh, we did too. Yeah, new surround as well. New, I don't know, escutcheon plate, whatever you call it.
One.
Graham, I'll have to charge a customer for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it plays quite well. We showed you all the... this works a little differently than ice review itself, as Graham pointed out. The skaters, the spotlight on the skaters comes up when the value in the holes change. So let's have a look.
Yeah, they go from 1 to 1.
It's a totally different rule set for ice review.
That one.
We did have an ice review in here, but we ended up getting rid of it. We just didn't have the time. We're probably sorry we did. But God knows it might end up back here one day.
Yeah.
So there you go, viewers. That's a complete overview of what we did with Ice Show. We'll just further test this a little more to our satisfaction and make sure it's working really well.
Very nice.
But yeah, we'll give it back to the customer, and as I said, that back glass is quite nice. We'll give it back to the customer. Just that white up there in the
but for its
masking,
it was pretty good.
It is, yeah. Playfield's pretty good.
Only real wear is the kick out.
A little bit of wear up there, but
yeah,
people don't want that done. They just want the machine working. And that wear there is a little bit difficult to deal with. But, you know, once again, 1966 is a long time ago, isn't it? My God, January 66. At the end of January in 1966, I would have been 12-year-old and started what they call first year, or now they call it year 7 in high school, Graham.
Yeah.
1966, you were how old?
4.
4-year-old in January.
Ready for kindy.
Ready for kindergarten.
Yeah.
Or now you're ready for reform school? Or is that goat?
I'm ready for something. I don't know what it is.
Okay, viewers, once again, thanks so much for watching. Please consider to subscribe to our channel. We'd greatly appreciate that. Give us a big thumbs up for our videos. And this has been another Goat Shed presentation.